Hello, and welcome to the third lesson in Puzzles and Dragons 101. Last time we did how to work with materials and how to upgrade units. Today we will be going over evolution types. So, there are several different branching evolution types. So I'll be using let me see. A unit that can do all of it. Let me find one. Um let's just use this something as an example. I'm gonna use her, this Karen character. Okay, so first we have. Let me go to base form. So first we have normal, or in this game is called base form of a character. This typically shows like what the evolutions will be like. Sometimes the evolutions will branch off and the skill will get better. Sometimes it'll be the same. Same thing for the leader skill. For the first few evolutions, the leader skill might be the same or it might improve. And then we have the normal evolution, which is just a evolution. These are most definitely always going to be same skill, same leader skill, unless they have little to no evolutions to that unit or monster. Very simple. And then we have ultimate evolution. And there is something to these ultimate evolutions. So these ultimate evolutions you can go into these like almost immediately after you evolve into your normal evolution, your secondary evolution, because this thing just adds on to the power. Like for example, like if you evolved a monster and it was level 5, this thing just takes EXP from all the monsters used to evolve it, and then this ultimate evolution becomes level 7. And then we have super ultimate evolution. Super ultimate evolution is case to case basis. And not every character with a ultimate evolution most characters with ultimate evolution don't have a super ultimate evolution. Just a good amount of characters have one, and this is like a boosted, very strong, better version of any of those previous forms. The ultimate evolution, the evolutions, or the base forms. And by the way, those 4 will always have like a upgrade. Those 4 will most likely always have a form, like a actual better form than the last ones. Like that, the skills will improve over time with those guys. But for those characters, those units without super ultimate evolutions, like for example this one can evolve into this ultimate evolution, this ultimate evolution, or this ultimate evolution, which we will delve more into now. Reincarnations. Reincarnations will require you to have that unit for like that ultimate evolution from before at max level. And like in the last video I stated you can limit break these characters, but if you're going to reincarnate, I say it's best not to limit break characters you're going to reincarnate evolve anyway, because their level resets when you reincarnate these characters. And then we have super reincarnation, which is this one right here. Super reincarnations are like also the same rule as reincarnations. Don't limit break these units. It's best not to, because of the fact that you're just like with reincarnation. Super reincarnation is just, it's gonna reset your levels anyway, so you might as well just wait to limit break those characters till you super reincarnate them to this form. And then this one right here can evolve from any. This one can evolve from any version or form, like evolution, super ultimate evolution, or reincarnation. It's just based off the unit. Most base units that aren't collab or just the normal everyday unit you can throw on a team, they'll turn into an assist from just about any of that unit's versions. And an assist will have this awaken assist on it. This is when I delve more into assists here. They'll have awaken assist. Basically anything in this bar right here will be attached to the unit or monster that you attach this monster to. So you give any monster this is attached to more power. And then we have ordeal evolutions. Ordeal evolutions you can only do if you have that unit or that monster as a leader, and you beat one of the 3 Pacific dungeons with that monster as a leader. Only then can you evolve that monster or unit into its ordeal evolution. I've never did the ordeal evolution. It's not my cup of tea to do those dungeons because I'm good at the game, but when it comes to playing ordeal dungeons, I kind of suck at them. But hey. And then there is pixel evolution. Well, for this unit, the pixel evolution evolves from the normal evolution of this unit right here, the second form of this unit. But the pixel evolution can evolve from this, the normal second form, ultimate evolution, or on the rare occasion, reincarnation. Not super reincarnation, but reincarnation. Forms. Now we're going to get into the second part, how to evolve these guys. Super reincarnation typically has like a special item you need. Sometimes they don't, so that's more of a, for example, like this unit needs this from story mode to go into the super ultimate evolution. And reincarnation will use these little these little evolution masks. Specifically this one, the more easier ones to get. Like if it's like a fire one, it'll be the red evolution, 5 red evolution masks. So these evolution masks are for reincarnation evolutions. And as for this one, which is super reincarnation, it'll have some type of like gem you need from a certain unit or monster. But the main thing is every super reincarnation uses this. A gem version of the event metal rainbows gem. And the event metals, you just get those playing the game. Like just playing events, doing this, doing that. Or just trading them during the event in the monster exchange that I brought up last video. So you won't have to worry about that as long as you pay attention to what's going on in the game. And I've already mentioned, and for ordeals, I'll get back to them. But first I want to do pixels. For pixel evolutions, you're going to need, I think I brought this one up in the last video about Puzzles and Dragons 101. But you get this one from the Monster Points Exchange. So I'm going to have to go to the Monster Points Exchange and make sure you know where to get this pixel thing. Monster Point Exchange right here. So you go to here and get it right here. It is about 10,000 monster points. It's not that bad. Plus, you only need 1 or 2 for every pixel evolution. Where is she at? Okay, there she is. And all of them, like 99% of these pixel monsters, all of their leader skills have the line, if all monsters on your team are pixel Evo monsters. So really look out for that, because it'll be the same thing here, by the way, for like super reincarnated types. I'll say 50% of the super reincarnated unit / monsters will have the line, if all monsters on your team are super reincarnated. That's something to look out for as well. But I'm getting off topic right there. So let's get to the part of ordeal evolutions. Because this one is like, this was introduced 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, updates ago. I don't remember when. It's been a while. But ever since they've been introduced, I've never done them. But this is how you get those. Let me see. This is something to bring up, by the way. This is a little rare objective that will pop up in the game every now and then. This right here, the monsters, the boss monsters, when you do this rush, this one right here is very, very important, because all of these boss monsters during this pop-up event, it happens like every millennia when you play this game. It's really not going to pop up much, but when it does, these give you the gems for the non-specialty super ultimate super ultimate evos, or specialty things, like going into, sometimes these will be eggs you need for turning peak monsters or units into assists, or just super reincarnation or super reincarnations. These are very special boss monsters you're gonna want to get. I can't play it now, but I will later, or if I do get to it. Then we have, these are the Ordeal dungeons. First we have Ordeal, the Greek Roman Gods dungeon. This is to evolve the Greek Roman God type units into Ordeal evolutions. And then we have the Ordeal dungeon of Egyptian gods. This is for if you have an Egyptian god like unit or monster, do you play this dungeon with that monster you want to evolve as the leader? And then you have Ordeal dungeon of Japanese gods. This is for the Japanese god based monsters that can Ordeal evolve. And then we have Ordeal dungeon of Chinese gods that you go into if you want to do the Ordeal evolution for Chinese gods type units. So there's like more. I really do like that they made the process of getting Ordeals more harder, if it's the best way to put it. But then there is a specialty shout out, I'll say right now. There's like these ones that just change. Like in the little corner over here, under the type, like this one, a machine balanced, there'll be a button over here. This is a change unit where the skill will, every time when you use the skill in a dungeon, that unit will change its leader skill, its base skill, and its appearance. Some change 2 times, some change 1 time, and then on a rare occasion, some will change 3 or 4 times, but only like a handful do that. So for example, this one goes from Seawolf to this Seawolf to this Seawolf. And that's 3 changes in a span of playing one dungeon, and 3 different skills, 3 different leader skills. But these guys also evolve. Their ultimate evolutions are just a non-changeable version of that unit, but with a creature with the combined forces of all of its different change forms, with appearance wise. But warning to the wise, if you want the consistent changes, the consistent power up throughout the dungeon to give yourself more challenge, don't evolve into this. But if you want just a solid monster that doesn't keep changing skills and leader skills, that's cool too. But these guys also have Evo skills, but they only change the skill once instead of twice. that's specific to this one, because really, I like evolve skills because it makes me have to change my playstyle once I use up the first use of that skill from the previous form. But that was a little shout out to Change Evolution. That takes place in dungeons. And I'll get into attribute here as well, because normally to get a one way to get a 3 attribute or 3 attribute logo unit, like this one is double water and 1 wood. Some units just in base form come with this trait. Like this one, this is a fire, wood, and light unit. This is just its base form. This is why I say you can choose to do the ordeal evolutions, but you don't need to do them. You can just get a unit that already has 3 attributes on it, if you choose to go that route and chase something like that. That was my second honorable mention for now. But yes, that's how evolutions work in this game. I love how they do it too, because there's so much in this game that you might get caught up in all of it. But with that being said, this has been third lesson in Puzzles and Dragons 101. And next video will be Puzzles and Dragons 101 Dungeons Edition, because we're going to have to go through how dungeons work. And in that video, I'll be talking about how events work too, because they tie a lot into dungeons. Have yourselves a wonderful day, students, and peace.